Alright, so this is pretty neat. We have an old Lincoln, and I just so happened to look at where the brake booster would be, and it doesn't have one. It's got the hydro boost system. I thought they invented that in the 90s, but Lincoln had it back in the 70s. We are back at the Crown Victoria. I'm gonna take the radio out of this one. I love these cars. I had one back in high school, and that car got way more respect than it deserved. Everyone says that thing got the Interceptor motor in it. It had the low profile in order, but I loved it. I'd like to get another one day. Uh-oh. I was hoping the harness would be long enough. I don't want to crawl under this thing. I think I got some dikes. I'll just cut it out. I'm brutal at the JY. Now, if you thought for 1 second that I was actually serious about diking these connectors, you were totally right. I pulled it a certain way and the whole thing came out. I managed to break every little clip off. I am death with those things, but we got ourselves another radio. Okay, so work sent me on a business trip, and anytime I go anywhere, I like to take a couple of tools in case there's a JY and there's something cool. There is a JY kind of close, so we're gonna go check it out. Looking in an old Dodge Ram, and I randomly found some carburetor fuel bowl gaskets. Those are mine now. Man, this is a real shame right here. Close to the Monte Carlo. We got this Econoline 350, and look, it's got a distributor that I might be able to use. Alright, so we are back from the JY. It was cold, it was rainy, it was miserable. We had some fun, but here, I'll just flip the camera around and show you what we got. So you saw me grab the fuel bowl gaskets, and these accidentally stayed in my pocket, so these ones were free. We got an overpriced distributor. As you see, it doesn't have the rotor, the cap, or anything. They still charged me $28, which I wasn't happy about. This thing fought me tooth and nail getting out. Luckily, well, I could get it to twist, but I couldn't. It was really hard, and a guy came with a pry bar and he was able to move it, and then eventually I was able to work it side to side, and then finally it came out. All I need is the mechanical advance stops, whatever the heck you call them. And once I get home, I'll get that out. There's a 3G alternator, and I've been thinking about doing the conversion, so I just diked the harness just so I can kind of look at what goes on there. And then I went to AutoZone, and I grabbed this air cleaner lid. I got the flow-through lid on it right now, and the trip to the airport, it's about a 2-hour trip, and the whole way it was running so lean it was scaring me, and I can't just pull over the side of the road and change metering rods because I don't even have them. So I just thought I need the base part of this anyways, so I'll just get another one and just put this on just for the ride home. And you know, I can try to justify it because it's probably about time to change filters. So that is everything. These two Phillies here, and they're just about stripped out. You can see that my favorite screwdriver, it's got a little bit of slop, but if you guys didn't know the power of the speed handle in this situation.
What you're gonna want. That's what a high hopper, but you can get above it and build a wiggle. I thought it'd be. Let's do the other.
It's all about the wiggle. There we go. Crack that one loose. See if we can get that difficult one.
All right. A little bit of wiggle, a lot of pressure. Okay. Round two.
All right. We got a better angle on it now.
I changed bits.
Okay, another old trick. Let's grab a little piece of blue paper towel. Put this on, see if that'll fill the gap. I want to hit the camera if you're not careful. Did that do it? Let's see. Yeah, I had stripped the head of it, so that little bit filled the gap. There we go. Bing, bing, bop. Wait, so keep it going. They want to see what's in here. What is a G4? Oh, you're kidding me. Wait, no, wait, that's a 21 and a... I've been duped. Dadgummit. Dadgummit, I wasted all that money. It's a 16 and a 21, so...
Hit the brakes, it kind of shudders a little bit like...
Oh, that fits in with what you need. That's good. What you're hearing is the wear sensor on the front brake pads.
Okay, y'all, this is admittedly terrible. I got a roller distributor from a 5.8. I don't want to leave that hole in this roller 5.8, but here is a 460 that I have no plans on ever getting parts from. So I'm taking this distributor and putting it in here just to fill the hole, just in case I need something else from this one. Back at the old Crown Vic. I really want to put a heater on my Mustang finally, so I was going to get like the heater pipe, and this is what it had instead, so I'm going to snag it and try to put heat on the old white car. Alright, Rodney, if you see this video, just know we're thinking of you. We got a Love Boat 2.0 in the JY here in New Mexico. I was so shocked and surprised I popped the hood and see a 5.0. That is too cool. This is something YouTube needs to know. I saw this on YouTube and it works. So you take a belt and then wrap it around so that it catches itself. I don't know if you can see, but the belt's going around and then it's kind of putting itself in a bind. And now you can take out that pesky harmonic balancer bolt in the situation that this is an automatic car. So I got to get this because I was helping a friend work on his and I broke his harmonic balancer, so I'm at the JY trying to pay off that debt. So this is my brother-in-law Paul's four-wheeler, and the axle spline, I guess, had stripped itself from the ring gear. So what we came up with is we untook the axle tube off, but then then we would have to, we couldn't pull it off is what I'm trying to say. So he cut this arm off, we pulled it out, he then welded the axle to the ring gear, bolted it back up, TIG welded this part back, and we'll see how good it works. Okay, that's going to be the end of this disaster. Not much happened. I started messing with the distributor, trying to get that mechanical advance dialed in for the white car. Didn't happen. Did go to a bunch of JYs, went to one in New York, the one here in New Mexico, a whole bunch. I showed y'all that really cool trick. You can use a serpentine belt and break loose that big crankshaft bolt, harmonic balancer bolt, whatever you call it. Y'all need to put that in your arsenal. That's a cool trick. If the way I did it didn't make sense, just hop on YouTube and put in serpentine belt, harmonic balancer, loosen, I'm not sure what, but I'm sure you can find it. But it was cold that day and it was rainy, so I was already in a mood as it was, so I didn't really explain it too well. But luckily I was able to get that harmonic balancer and give it to that guy, so that debt has been paid. The Love Boat That's so cool. I popped the hood and saw that 5.0, and I was like, man, I really wish I could take this car home, but you know, it's not always in the cards. Going to my brother-in-law Paul's house over Thanksgiving, we did that MacGyvering on the four-wheeler. I really wanted to film more of it, but our hands were so nasty whenever we were doing it, so I can only show you the end result. But it works, and that is awesome. And then what else? We just hit 400 subscribers. So from myself, Richard, and Brian, thank y'all for hitting that subscriptor button, as old Rodney likes to say, or would say. And I think that is it. If you made it this far in the video, pat yourself on the back, because I know this one had no direction at all. But we'll see you next time. Thank you.